Hey YouTube, how you guys doing? My name is Kyle, you know me as Dragonmar, and welcome to a new video. If you guys don't know who I am, I'm a Valorant content creator slash coach who solo queued to Radiant back in episode 1 act 3 with Omen, and I want to help you guys do the same thing. Now, if you guys missed the announcement, I did go back to coaching. I now coach off of the platform Metafy, so you can find me at metafy.gg/@Dragonmar, and I have tons of coaching options. You can do either VOD reviews with me, live game reviews where you play a ranked match, or you can send in a VOD just like this and I will review it for you there as well. So a lot of cool options. Make sure you guys check it out if you're interested, and if you're not, well, guess what, we've got the VODs right here for you as well, and you can always submit them and there's a chance that I will choose them for a video. Now I also want to know in the comments, do you guys want these webcams? Do you want to see my ugly face in the videos or not? That's something I want to know. I haven't really done it in the past, something new. I want to see what you guys think. And today we have a Diamond 1 Reyna. Now, there's a lot to talk about with this VOD, but the title of the VOD is, Do I Deserve My Rank? And that's something he was asking because of a recent winning streak, so that's what we'll talk about. But in this first round here, we want to actually take a look at how this happened. So, Yoru able to teleport behind his team with a nice flash play here. Can't be letting this happen. You got to be able to react quicker to the minimap cues and to your teammates dying and to the shots. So want to be faster there. Already going to go with 2 stars on that first round. All right, so as we go to the second round, guys, whenever you're playing a Yoru, just always be careful of those flashes. It generally means he's going to be looking for either a peek or a quick teleport. Yorus very rarely are going to flash for their team in that sort of a circumstance. Going to start off nice here with that pistol kill, though. Looking pretty good. Remember, Reyna, one of the best pistol agents in the game for pistol rounds, but also for having a pistol, because any damage you take, if you get the kill, you just are going to devour that right back, right? So it's actually massive. Ray's going to jump through. You are going to go for the swing, and you do end up killing the Rays there. Gonna choose for a dismiss, a little bit questionable. I'm not sure if you needed to. I think you felt overexposed probably to like rafters and back sight. Overall, not a bad round from you. 2 kills there. Can't really ask for too much more out of you on that eco round. Go 4 stars. All right, guys. So as we watch this VOD review, I also want to talk about the title of the video of Do I Deserve My Rank? We're starting this round off with a very nice headshot onto Jet there. I think it's already, what, 2 first bloods out of Reyna? That's pretty good. Remember what I was talking about in some of these past videos about how important first bloods is as a duelist? Remember, part of your job as a duelist, not just creating space, but entry fragging, right? That's part of the role. Getting those first bloods is super important, and he's done really nicely so far despite losing the first 2 rounds. But let's talk about the title of the video. Do I deserve my rank? Now, why would someone ask that? Well, in this case, our Reyna friend here recently went from Plat 1 to Diamond 1 in a very short period of time, and he kind of feels like, do I deserve this rank? Well, we're going to watch the video and we're going to find out, but I think he does, and I'm going to explain why in the next round. This round, though, let's go with 4 stars again. I actually really like the plays. Really nice early kill as well. All right, so the reason that I think Reyna probably deserves his rank, and why I think that so many people do deserve their rank and they don't realize it, is that if you guys solo queue to your rank, very hard to get carried. Very hard to just hit that wave of winning streaks, lucky games, really good teammates for that many games in a row. It just doesn't happen that much. And I think this is a big confidence issue within the Valorant community, where a lot of people feel like they start reaching these higher ranks, these goals they didn't think they could achieve, and they instantly start dismissing themselves. You guys gotta have more confidence, more belief in yourself. Trust me, you guys are a lot better than you think you are. With that being said, though, let's take a look at this death again. As we're gonna see, if we come over here to the minimap, the entire team is in main with 1 player dying in mid earlier. You guys know how I feel about these full pushes in main here. I don't love it. But looking at this round, just a flash. You're not in cover. That's a bad round, right? You guys are not pushing off of the wall. You have no flashes going down, and then you get flashed, and you don't even run behind that box. 1 star there. Yeah, I'm going 1 star in that round. Good Reyna play. What does good Reyna play look like? First bloods, obviously. Using your Leers to help you and your team. Leer is a very annoying ability. There are ways to use it that can really help. But a lot of what Reyna comes down to is dismiss devour usage. How are you using it? Are you using it properly? Getting out at the right times, healing at the right times, and then when are you looking to get kills? Are you playing the role of Reyna properly? Reyna is not so much the entry fragger that a Jet might be, because she plays so well off of damaged opponents, which she could finish off and then heal from. So we're gonna see how you play it this round. Not a great round for you or your team. Everyone's gonna clump together and just die there. We'll go 2 stars on that round. All right, so moving into round 6 here. Again, let's take a look at the setup to start the round. We've got 3 players around main, 2 going mid. I like this a lot better, right? When you have 2 players pushing mid together, that's good because it allows for trades, right? Omen is going to smoke. vents that allows you guys to get some pressure there. And now you guys are going to push into site. Good job opening up here, going first in. You're going to use your Lear up high. Not really sure what that's doing because you killed back site. You probably could have saved that for later in the round. Little slow in the reaction there on Phoenix. You do kill him. I want to see you get behind cover here. You got to stop holding this angle. Oh my god, you got to stop holding that angle. You have no support. All right, let's just wind this back really quick. Okay, so you kill this guy. Hold on, take a look here, everybody. Look at this, right? You've got Sage hiding behind a box, Fade behind you, and you're just standing out in the open, right? This isn't the right play. Look what happens here. Ready? As you're gonna see, you're swinging. Where's your support? Reyna wasn't, or the Sage was hiding behind a box. You just play your life there. Imagine if you saved that Lear from earlier. So that was a misplay for sure. I definitely think you could have played that better there. You want to hide behind that pillar, play off your teammate's contact, or have him play off your contact. He wasn't ready. Better communication, better teamwork. 2 stars in that round. All right, guys, as we move into round 8, let's talk again about if you deserve your rank or not, and kind of like ways you can tell. I think one of the easiest ways to tell if you deserve your rank is how do you do scoreboard wise within your role, right? If you're a duelist, are you normally the top 1 or 2 on your team? Are you able to get a lot of assists if you're playing supports? You know, you don't have to have a crazy KD. You don't have to go positive every game to contribute to your team, right? A lot of what happens is also outside of the scoreboard, right? So if you're not a duelist, a good way to look at if you deserve your rank is to see, are you consistently performing in your games, or do you have really high highs and really low lows? That inconsistency can be a problem, but isn't always indicative of like where you deserve to be rank wise. I think the better way to look at it is just what's your contribution to the team, which is something that you really have to figure out and isn't always so visible on the scoreboard. Now, what's the problem in this round, you might be asking? Well, take a look at the positioning of the team here, okay? Look at this. Let's delete that really quick and let's take a look. We've got Omen up top, and then we got 3 players sewers, right? None of this was clear, okay? Because none of that's clear, as they push through, I mean, yeah, people love pushing A main. Not often do people sit and wait for you, but people will push A main. And if they're not in their spawn, they're gonna be waiting for you to come through like that. And you guys were running through sewer, so they absolutely heard you there. Just not super good team play on that round. I'm gonna have to go 1 star. All right, as we move into round 9, things aren't looking too good for our Reyna here, and you know, I think part of that is they don't really have good attacking synergy right now. Like the team feels a little bit disjointed, but let's see what's gonna happen. So there's an op vent, so the last thing I want to do is peek that without a smoke or a flash. Omen's gonna smoke it, you're gonna flash a little bit later. Probably didn't need to leer that if your Omen was going to smoke. Generally speaking, an op's not going to walk out of a smoke to try to fight you. And since no one was already peeking male, I doubt someone was going to peek. Now, you do get male and heaven control for a 3. This is a 4v3. A really nice headshot onto the Yoru there. That's massive. That opens up this site completely. Now, most likely, someone is site. And a follow-up headshot onto the Phoenix. Also looking very, very strong. Your aim in that round was excellent. I think maybe a little wasteful with the leer, but overall, good. We'll go 4 stars on that round. And moving into round 10, so like we saw in the last round, I think your aim is not going to be too big of a problem, at least for this rank. You know, plat and diamond players, generally speaking, have pretty decent aim. Your aim looks very consistent with what I normally see in these ranks. Doesn't seem like a problem to me, so that's not something I'm worried about. So let's see what else is going on in this game. So far, been a little questionable on some of your utility usage. But let's see, you're going to ult here. I believe this is the first ult we've seen so far. Oh my gosh. Just falling behind on all of the sprays there. I really don't know, like, you know, when this happens, you just kind of have to wonder. You're also kind of aiming a little bit lower. I've noticed this with you slightly. The one thing I will say so far is you tend to aim a bit below the head and then just kind of spray. If I pause this really quick, see most of these shots. Maybe on the raise you would have had a headshot, but your aim has been a little bit low sometimes. That might be something that you want to think about that could be preventing you from getting some of these headshots. But in that case, you just have to flick. You have to flick. You got to make sure you're hitting them, because when you don't hit them, they have full movement speed and they just keep sliding around, and that was a tough one to watch. So got to go 2 stars there. All right, as we move into round 11, again, talking about if you deserve your rank, I think that this is something that you just need to be able to look objectively at, right? Don't like think about this as you yourself, because then it becomes too subjective. You know you too well and you overthink it. Straight up, how do you play in your games? How do you play? Do you play okay? you play your role well, you deserve your rank. And that's the last thing I'm going to say about that. It's not worth any more of your time. Seriously, if you're the rank you are, most likely you deserve it. There are very few players who actually get boosted, and the people who claim everyone's boosted are idiots. All right, moving forward here, you are going to pick up those 2 first kills, which is really nice. But again, you know, I don't love this team positioning, right? You know, you kind of got to think like, what's happening? 2, 3, but then you're going to split, you know, you're not even going to split into B, right? You're going to run over to A here, and now you got to worry again about all this space that's not clear, and then all of this backside as well. Who knows where they're lurking, you know what I mean? And this is one of those things, right, where it's like, when you choose not to go to the site where you have your teammate supporting you, and I know you get 2 kills here, which is really good, right? Generally, there's going to be a vent player and probably 1 player from A pushed over. But in this case, because there's a player CT, it completely ruins this entire push, right? And that right there was just a really nice play by that Reyna. That was a really smart flash by her. Watch this, ready? So this is really important Reyna gameplay and Reyna tips, right? Let me pause it right now. Okay, watch. The reason this is so good, okay, is because a Reyna's going to come here, flashes up here. Now you have to shoot this and then flick the Reyna. Do you see that? That is how you want to use a flash. See this triangle that was just made? That's how you want to, you know, that's how you want to flash with Reyna. You want to force people to flick their mouse as far as possible. The further the flick, the harder the shot's going to be. So in this round, started off really good. I'm not going to blame you too much for it, so I am going to go 4 stars, but this is a really smart play by that Reyna. All right, so moving into round 12, things not looking good so far. Let's see what the play is. So Omen's going to go for a quick TP, might get a little bit of info. Yoru does go down. You're going to push mid solo here, and you're going to die for it. So let's take a second, and let's think about what just happened in that round, right? So you are pushing mid solo off of some Omen information, okay? And take a look at the mini map here. Hold on, give me 1 second. Let's take a look at the mini map and let's see what's going on here. So you've got 2 in main, they get a pick. You got 2 more players who were market are now falling back. Now you're solo mid, okay? So now your job, right? You have a pretty big job right now, okay? Let's take a look. Your job is to clear this, and this all by yourself. Now, you saw where they were, right? I mean, we saw this, you know what I mean? You had the Cypher come through. Where's the communication from your team letting you know that they are going to camp, you know, that he's going to use his ult there? And why continue pushing that solo, you know, is the question that I'm asking right now. I think you just have to remember, like, whenever you're pushing mid, it's very hard to do solo. Your team wasn't into sight yet, and there's always the potential of someone playing vents because they've been playing there all game long. You just have to be thinking about these things, and you can't just be so careless with your positioning. I do have to go with 1 star there. And guys, here we are jumping into the second half right now. Let's take a look at the positioning from the team here. Looks like we're going to go with a 2-1-2 split. Yeah, it's 2-1-2. You've got Omen kind of playing a little bit more towards mid, but right here did an early death. Let's take a look. Oh yeah, Yoru with a nice fake, and then Reyna just gonna run through and swing you. Just kind of got Reyna diff there. I mean, you didn't necessarily, you weren't in bad position or anything. He just literally outshot you. Your reaction time is a little slow, so because of that, we're gonna go with 2 stars in that round. And guys, this was a 2-10 half. Team does win pistol, which is huge. Going for the Spectre buy, you know me. Always buy your Spectre second round. Buy full armor. Always please and thank you. Now, let's see what happens. Pressure in mid already. Let's take a quick look. Let's see what we just saw here, okay? So boom, playing into the round. That's a lot of people mid, okay? So you got to think, how are you going to play this, right? You're sitting here under. Now, in my opinion, you either are going to run away and you're going to go this way, or what I like to do, and I know this is a little more risky, you kind of have to trust yourself, you just sit in this corner over here. So let's see what happens here with this play. You're like me, you like to sit in the corner. You get kills this way. It's kind of fun. That Omen, did your Omen mean to do that for you? If so, that was kind of sick. He might have actually blocked their vision of you. Nice little fake there on the rope. Not necessary to do. And a good job repositioning here, kind of ensuring that that player who saw you isn't going to be able to take that same fight again. So I actually like this so far. This has been a really good round from you. You know, you're using your positioning well. Your movement looks good. You had some nice shots there to get a kind of a free kill. Things are looking good so far. Let's see what happens as we keep moving forward. Player spotted. I would have gone fast there to take. Oh, what are you doing? Ooh, okay. I don't know why you threw that, backed off, and then went for that. Save your bullets. You probably didn't have to reload this round, but right now you just play with your teammate. You know exactly where the Phoenix is. He gave himself away. Good job. See, you weren't quite close enough, but you were, you know, probably close enough to get the kill. You weren't close enough to take the fight at the same time, but that was really good overall. I'm a little worried. I was about to give you 5 stars in this round, but I don't know what that delay was. That delay on the peak on the player in heaven there, he could have killed your Lear, and that gave him all the time to get the shots on you. So because of that, instead of 5, gotta go 4 stars. All right, is this the start of a comeback the viewers may be watching? I will say, yes, it is. Look at the length of the VOD review. So we're at 410 right now. Obviously, a lot of things have to go right here to get this thing into a winning situation. Omen taking 2 is really good. Another follow-up there by the Fade. Nice job trading out that death. It's currently 4v2 here. Here's the full rotate. As we can see, not a soul across the map. Everyone's over here. This does look like a full A push. And there was the Yoru fake. Man, that thing's annoying. That was both players spotted, one on each side. So you know a guy is stuck over here. Here comes the Phoenix. We know Phoenix was to the left. Okay, good. No. Okay, really good. Why did that Phoenix? I'm giving that Phoenix 1 star for ulting in the middle right there. I'll go 3 stars in this round. The reason is that because you know what Phoenix is pushing here, or excuse me, you know Phoenix is ulting right from this side, right? What are the chances that the Phoenix doesn't flash, right? So you kind of actually want to play anti-flash here. You need to be turning away from this, making sure you're not getting blind a little bit quicker. You were a little bit delayed on your reaction. It ends up working out for you in the end, but I think you could have gone a little bit quicker there. Whenever you're playing a Phoenix, guys, he ults, he's gonna flash the corner every time. I promise you. Play anti-flash, be ready for it. We'll just go 3 stars in that round. All right, guys, as we move into the next round, let's take a look. 5-10 here. 2-1-2 split this time. So Sage gonna wall mid. When a Sage walls mid, that kind of gives you the option just to play 1 mid. The problem here, heavy pressure already in mid. So let's take a look. Let's see what happens. Sage gonna get the first kill. I don't know if you should have swung that without your Sage there, but your Sage does come to help you eventually. If you're gonna re-peek mid, just go with your teammate.
Don't pick, guys.
I don't know about that peak though. I don't know about jumping on the wall. That seemed a little bit too risky. Thankfully, I believe it was the Reyna on steps there. Just kind of oblivious. Didn't get the shot off on you at all. You were a free kill because you were looking at Phoenix. So that was not a good play in my opinion. Nice double swing here by the 2 players in mid to try to get something. You guys are gonna clean them up though. We're gonna have to go 3 stars there. That peak was not a good one mid. That could have potentially been round changing had you lost that. So go 3 stars. All right, 6-10 here. Things looking pretty good so far, and you've been living, so you're just kind of staying with your Spectre. This is massive. When you guys are able to string these rounds together, very, very important for just being able to mount comebacks, because your economy is so steep. It's so hard for the enemy team to get you on a bad buy. Now, an early death here from a player on site. The enemy team is going to get the plant, so this is a 4v5 retake right now. You have 2 Lears available, so you absolutely want to use these. You're going to have to clear close right here. Cypher actually had ult, which is perfect. No. We saw that like in the first round. When you see a Yoru flash, listen for the teleport, but also remember he's going to do something, right? And you can hear it here in your headset that he's to the right there. You just have to react faster to that. You have to know that if a Yoru is flashing like that and then you hear the ting, he's probably teleporting. Even if it's a fake, you still should check there. Just a really nice play by the Yoru. Really kind of a poor play by you. I'm going to go 2 stars in that round. And jumping into round 19, 7-11 is the scoreline here. Looking on the Vandal buy, so we got full utility. So far in the VOD, haven't really seen anything that stands out as good Reyna gameplay. Been a little bit lackluster, I would say, overall. Oh, okay. That was not terrible because you do get the kill. What I'm going to say to you as a Reyna is whenever you hear a Rey's ult, if you can't get away from it, you go all in to get this kill, okay? The reason why you go all in to kill an ulting Raze as a Reyna, if you don't think you're going to be able to get away, right down here, I think it's this one. Dismiss. You can dismiss the ult if you kill them fast enough. This was really tight. I don't know if you've been able to, but you could have potentially dismissed, and that's why you go all in if you can't get away. You have to kind of know. You'd be like, boom, I can't get away. I'm gonna kill this. I'm gonna kill this Raze. That's the strength of a Reyna in that situation. That's a little bit of Reyna tech that you need to understand. You need to try to utilize. So You get the kill, but you are going to die for it. 1-1 trade. I mean, you just kind of got to go 3 stars. I mean, you get the trade, which is... I'll go 4. You get the trade, which is hard to do sometimes on a raid. So go 4 stars. All right, here we are. Moving into round 20. Looking at the team... It looks like it's a 2-1-2, and look at this. So there was early pressure. We're going to have the rotate coming over from you. Fade going to find a kill. Looks like on ramp. So right now, you want to stop checking ramp. You want to look into sight. So you were late there, okay? So this actually isn't a good play. Let's take a look. Ready? Watch this on the minimap, guys. Take a look what happens here. Fade gets a kill. Pressure on sight. Fade controlling ramp. No reason to be looking ramp. You actually want to be looking at roughly this area right here. This is kind of where you want to go. So you want to actually go look at that. The reason is because your teammate has control of everything but sight, and you can catch them crossing into sight at a really tough angle for most attackers. Get there a little bit late, gives them full sight control, right? Let's see what happens next. Good job finishing off that Phoenix. That was smart. He was very stuck. Ooh. This is not a good shot. You guys see what I'm seeing? Take a look on this over adjustment here. You know why? I can see it. I see why. I'll tell you why. It's because he's aiming at this wall. Like just a millisecond ago, that's where his crosshair was. Now he has to bring it over here onto the head. What does he do? Over adjust to over here, right? Classic. This is the classic over adjustment. And it's why you don't hold super tight to walls, because you always miss. You're not reacting fast enough, and then you over adjust, swing, your crosshair goes too far, they get the kill on you there. Not the greatest round for you. You do get a kill. I'm still gonna go 2 stars though. I think there was a few too many mistakes on that round, so 2 stars. Overall though, guys, team doing a nice job to come back. I mean, 9-11 right now. Remember, I believe it was a 2-10 half. So players going down, early pressure mid. Take a look at our mini map. We can see Reyna. Obviously, we see Raze. We see a death in mail. We see a wall open. Gonna get the kill onto the Reyna. Again, not super clean. Leading into the spray a little, you know, 6 bullets deep to get the headshot there. Yes, if the Reyna was better, they probably would have killed you, but you do take that when you can get it. It's kind of an awkward angle. I do agree. It's a little hard to find those headshots sometimes, but we want to make sure we're going for them. We don't want to lean into our sprays too much. That's a bad habit, and that's really going to hurt you as you move forward. 2v2. This is an important round. Let's see what you do here. Guys, take a look. Teammate pushing in heaven. Want to play off your teammate here. You have 2 Leers. Maybe throw 1 for info. Okay, that tells me probably no one's to the right. Player to the left. I don't even know if that Leer blinded them. And the Jet did the smart thing and didn't take a shot. And that, my friends, is why you just got to clear with your team there. Even though you threw a Leer, because it doesn't actually give you info if they don't shoot it, you still need to check those corners. Jet with a massive play there, putting them on match point. 2 stars on that round. And guys, on to match point. A chance to put this game into overtime. 11-12 right now. Early pick from your Fade. That's actually 2 rounds in a row. Take a look at that mini map, right? There's 2 players spotted. Again, take a look at the mini map here. Early pressure. You're going to back up this time. Phoenix has ult here. Your Sage does a nice job to kill him. We have Trips over on A. We have Cypher on A, right? So right now, you want to be playing off your teammates. Look, no. Look at this. Look. Uh-oh. I went way too far back. Look at this. Ready? Look where your team is. Okay? This is really important to understand this concept. Omen. Who's that? Fade. Right? Aiming here. You know, aiming there. Where are they aiming? They're aiming. That's toward main, right? Look where you are. What are you helping with? Right? This is the thing you have to realize about positioning, is that you need to be supporting your teammates, right? You're playing a little bit too solo here. This isn't helping anyone, right? If they're in sight, you're Fade taking the fight. You're almost taking the fight way before you are. You should be pushed up with your team here. But let's see what happens as we move forward here. You're going to be going for a rotate, it looks like.
He's up here.
Sage calling for help in mid. So you're going to go help the Sage. Raze is ulting. Remember what I said. You can all in the Raze. And she gets a nice little bounce there, a little hop. That's a tough kill for sure, and does end up killing you. But like I said, based off that positioning, it could have been better round for you. Yes, no one came in, but unfortunately, just not really going to have an impact on this round again. So we got to go 2 stars here. Teammates actually end up clutching, guys. So we are going to go into overtime. I want to remind you, this game started 2-10. Never give up on your games, okay? Never give up on your games. Anything is possible. 2-10 split, moving into defense, and it's currently overtime. Let's take a look here. So, looking at the mini-map again, how are we looking? We've got 3 in mid, 2 towards A. Decent pressure, but nothing protecting a B flank. We'll see what happens here. Looks like this is an A split. Good job clearing, but a little bit too slow on the reaction here. Let's wind this back for a second. Look how slow this reaction is. Ready? Where are you aiming? Where do you expect that player to be, right? You have to clear that, which means when you turn the corner, you have to expect to take that fight. You turn that corner looking like you've never seen anyone there before. Really poor play. That's 1 star. And here we are. 12-13, a chance for the enemy team to put this game away after a pretty remarkable comeback. Early pressure. Again, let's take a look here. Going for the rotate. Reyna flashing, raises in, Yoru is in as well. Yoru teleporting to site, Jets in. That's 4 players known. We know the locations of 4 players right now. Okay, very important. When you guys are rotating, keep track of every single location of a player. Let's see what happens in this round. Going for the peek on the corner. Really rough spray, but you do get the kill. Again, this is what I was talking about earlier, right? You guys do end up losing, but look at these shots he's taking. Ready? Where's his aim? Where's his aim? That's not a headshot in any circumstance, right? What's he do? Leans into his spray, gets the kill. He did the same thing for the previous kill on the raise. Just not good enough. Go 3 stars in that round, and let's talk about the summary. All right, guys, let's jump into the VOD review summary here, where we're going to kind of wrap up my thoughts, and I'm going to give some advice for you. I think the first thing I noticed is your aim is okay, but you're relying too much on your sprays. You definitely need to work on that headshot accuracy a bit more. Looking mainly at your ability to flick and go for those first shot headshots, that's really the big thing that you're going to want to work on. I think we saw consistently round after round that you were shooting the chest and letting the recoil kind of go up into the head. That's not going to work at the higher ranks, right? So that's definitely a bad habit from those lower ranks that you're going to want to correct. It's not going to work as you keep going up. Another thing I would say is your positioning. I think your positioning was okay, but definitely on defense, you felt a little lost. Make sure that as a duelist on defense, you're putting yourself into maybe a slightly more aggressive position. With Reyna, you can get those early kills and dismiss away to safety. You want to take advantage of that, right? And the same thing on attack. We saw you start off early, pretty strong with some first bloods, and then after that, it just kind of fizzled away and you weren't really able to do anything. So something tells me that your positioning is part of the problem here. And I think that you are getting a little bit too scared, and that might be because of the confidence thing we were talking about earlier, where you don't feel like you belong at this rank. Doesn't matter. You still have to play your role as a duelist, which is about creating space and entering into sight. So you have to be up there helping your team moving forward. And what I'll say next, I don't normally say, but I'm not sure if you really want to keep playing Reyna. Reyna wasn't really able to get you too much value in this game. You really were a bit lackluster with the Leers as well. Not too much from the ult either. And because of that, I would really ask, why play Reyna when there's other options for you to play that are going to have a similar or better impact, right? So I know you play some other agents. I would probably stray away from Reyna moving forward, but I would definitely work on that aim for sure. I think that became more and more of a problem as the game went on. And then the last thing I would say, better minimap awareness. Make sure you're checking that minimap. Make sure you know where your team is, because that's going to help your positioning, and also it's going to help you not die for nothing. Make sure teammates are around to trade you, and making sure you're not just doing a solo push and you didn't realize that your teammates just fell off and backed off without you anywhere near them because they didn't communicate, right? So that's really important as well. And I think with that being said, overall, good VOD. Thanks for submitting it, and I hope you and everyone watching learned something as well. If you guys did, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you next time. Take it easy and peace.